I was determined to build a 4K multicam studio in my kitchen.
And she didn't ask me first.
Because I didn't have to.
3 cameras, lighting, a camera switcher, and an 8-year-old. Oh boy.
And one of those was a really, really bad idea.
It was the 8-year-old.
I might look tiny, but I have a deep voice.
Coming up, we put these cameras through a heat test over a hot stove, ran a live stream from the countertop, and called my mom in Colombia in the middle of cooking.
Ow.
Mommy! Because the whole point was to prove one thing. You don't need better gear, and you don't need to feel ready.
You just need to show up.
All right, let's start with the first of 2 kitchen setups. Setup 1 is a 2-camera live podcast setup. First, we're gonna need some lights besides just the light in the kitchen. We love the Neewer round panel lights, and let's start with the big boy, the bicolor 18-inch. And we'll couple that with a favorite of mine, the Neewer BR13. These little babies are so great. Make sure to comment kitchen here so I can share the link to these lights. They're affordable and you're gonna love them. The brain of the operation is gonna be the YoloBox Extreme. The first camera, and I'm gonna use this as my reaction camera, is the YoloCam S7. And for Veronica's camera, we'll use the OBSBOT Tail 2, and I'll control this with my phone so that it can follow her with intelligent AI tracking. Finally, we'll send an HDMI output into my computer and go to the custom live room that we've built for Podcast Your Way.
So let's start with the unboxing. Ta-da! I am testing the YoloCam S3, and let me tell you, I really like this camera. It's so little. Plug and play, not a lot of buttons on the menu. I downloaded a quick app, and this is what we get. And it looks pretty incredible for a webcam. I'm very, very surprised. Let's test the next one. The packaging is very simple. We are testing the YoloCam S7. It was very easy, very intuitive, not a lot of hassle when it came to plug in the cables. Good enough. You can see the quality of the camera right here.
All right. Once you start letting go of wanting to control everything so much, you really do open up to more possibilities. And you start thinking, well, yeah, like, what is it that we're actually making? What is the content that we're actually creating? And like, do we need to have a perfectly like controlled camera shot? Or would it be kind of funny to see the camera shots of an 8-year-old? My camera operator was telling me that she doesn't want me to talk.
Yeah, because you talk too much.
Interesting. And to see the horrible shots that she would get of my body from all the wrong angles. My camera operator is in training, so she does funky, artistic things with the camera that you normally wouldn't do. Is it pointing on me? It looks like it's pointing at my belly. And I think just embracing that kind of reality, that authenticity. How do you think it tastes?
The camera's looking at your butt.
This is the YoloBox Extreme. Get a shot of me.
You mean the YoloBox I don't care? Hey. YoloBox Extreme.
She did get progressively more difficult as things went on, so we had to dismiss her. And we were still late for our live stream. So what made this whole thing possible was the YoloBox Extreme, which is kind of becoming my favorite piece of equipment. But look at this, this is pretty cool. It's battery operated if you want to use it that way, but that gives me a lot of anxiety, so I made sure to plug it in. And it just is really perfect for this specific use case. It allows you to plug in multiple 4K cameras. We were only using 3. I think you can use like upwards of 6 or something, and it will record all of those separately, either internally into the hard drive that's in this beast of a machine, or also into a flash drive that you can plug in as well too. And you're good to go. This is cool. You can adjust the camera settings of the Yolo S7 through the YoloBox. Pretty awesome. Can I do the color balancing? Look at that. Oh, you can also zoom. Look at this, how cool, right? This like truly is the ultimate live streaming situation here. I mean, I've never really experienced anything quite so amazing. I think what's even more cool about the YoloBox Extreme is that it's also a camera switcher. So it has an HDMI out, so you can also live stream, and you can live stream from the YoloBox, which I think is pretty amazing.
We run our live stream show for podcast creators on our own platform, Podcast Your Way. So if you're curious and want to attend, go to podcastyourway.com.
Okay, you're good. And now we're gonna go. You ready?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and counting you down. Oh, and let me record here. And we're live.
Our generation is full of excuses, and yes, I am talking to you, ancient millennial. Ancient.
So you don't need to get the YoloBox Extreme. You can get the S3 and you're good. $200 is what you need to start making content. That's it. And then if you really want to have audio that's a little more clear, the DJI Mic Mini, you can get one of these Larrys. $47 US, I think, right around the time. So you're talking like $250 you can be making content. Well, you also might need a light. Our favorites are the BR13s. We were using that in the kitchen as well too. I love these sweet babies. Time and time again, we come back to these damn BR13s. I use them for everything.
We go live every Wednesday at 11 a.m. Eastern time, so come yap with us. And here we are, us millennials, thinking about things, overthinking things.
The YoloBox is what made all of this possible, and it made it possible for us to live stream however we wanted in any way that we visualized.
He's the one who's very difficult.
Now, wait a minute. That's not...
You can also build scenes and graphics and everything else, and you can put that into the YoloBox and broadcast that to your audience.
Seeing people make.
That's a wrap.
Okay.
This whole setup was under $5,000. I mean, it was probably under $3,000, or at least around that for the whole setup, the lighting and everything. And I would argue that you probably throw money at a lot of other hobbies and things upwards of that fairly regularly. I mean, come on, you know, I mean, how many, I mean, you could just cancel your Netflix, Disney Plus, Amazon Prime, and Hulu and Peacock subscriptions, because I know you have all 5 of those. What about, oh, and yeah, you don't need to be watching Love Island.
All right, we're gonna keep cruising onto the second setup, our 3-camera cooking show. We'll keep things simple with our same light setup, the Neewer bicolor big boy and the little baby Neewer BR13. The YoloBox Extreme will still be our brain, but this time we'll use the YoloCam S7 as an above shot to show Veronica's cutting board. And the second camera, the one I'm most excited for, is the YoloCam S3. This guy has magnets on 2 of its sides, which means we can clip it directly to the oven hood and have an overhead shot looking down at the boiling pot. And for the third camera, we'll keep that OBSBOT Tail too, so that it will follow and intelligently track Veronica around as she cooks. Now this time, instead of connecting to my computer, we'll connect these to an external hard drive, and all of these cameras will record in 4K to isolated tracks. But there's a problem. We don't have the ingredients for the Sudado.
We're going to the store because we need some supplies for our video.
Sudado.
It's 3 p.m. We haven't eaten a thing.
We have to
Steven
fast to
Davis is
keep the
getting
YouTube
cranky
bodies.
because he's getting hungry. So
I don't get hangry. Whoa! It is a very nice sunny day, isn't it?
I don't know why I'm wearing a sweater.
Well, it's a cute sweater. Kind of makes me wish I was wearing it.
Get some bananas.
Cilantro, sweet potatoes in place of the plantain.
I think this is gonna work. Let's go get the chicken. Yeah?
Potatoes?
Those are the potatoes? Yes, okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
these are-
good.
These are the thighs.
Dude, I don't want that one.
This is the one I want. So we have to compromise in a marriage.
Okay, we did it. Tiene la bemba colorada para mí, tú no eres nada. Okay, so today we are going to be cooking one of my favorite Colombian dishes, Sudado de pollo. The idea came about after doing a little bit of research on YouTube and seeing what other videos were out there using the same gear that we used during the video. I just wanted to use the same equipment on a totally different environment and setup, make it so people can identify with what we're making.
So if you were to ask me what I thought, when Veronica told me about the idea, old me would have probably been fussy about it. But new me, I was excited. I just thought it was really fun.
It did nothing.
I thought it was a good way to just change things up. I just want to help people kind of reimagine their content.
Okay, this is making me want to call my mom.
Oh.
Mami.
Vea, estoy como una loca porque estaba acostada y me paré como la loca.
Ven, mami. Mira lo que estoy cocinando. Sudado.
Ay, cállate.
So it's been a journey for us to get rid of the perfectionism and to think that our content has to look in a certain way. So lately in our videos, we've been giving ourselves permission to do whatever we want to do, whatever we want to create. You matter. Your ideas matter. Your dreams matter. Those dreams and ideas have been put in your mind and in your heart for a reason, that nobody's expecting perfection. If you don't find the time to do those things, the time will pass. You need to start somewhere, and where you are is the right place to start. Everything is ready, and we are going to add the last ingredient for this recipe, cilantro. Let's add the cilantro. Want the exact gear we used to build this kitchen studio? Comment kitchen, and I will send the list your way. Are you ready? You ready to eat?
Yes, please.
Yes. Let's eat. Yum yum.
Yum yum.
Okay, do you love me?
I don't know. Let me see what's going on here. Let me
Oh
be
my God, the cilantro just like was the nice touch. you
Yeah,
know?
it's all about the cilantro at the end, you know.
I'm gonna have seconds.
And thirds. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh man, and the sweet potato. Kajate.
Want the recipe for Sudado? Comment Veronica, and I will send that delicious Colombian recipe your way. I think the gear passed the test, definitely. I really like the end results. Especially, I was very pleased with the S3 above the stove and how it was able to capture was cooking the Sudado. That was a really cool shot. And also the overhead shot of chopping the veggies and all that. It was just like my dream of if I was planning on having a cooking show, like those two shots were very important for me. And also with the Tail 2, with the OBSBOT Tail 2, that was able to track me as I would move around. I think that the whole setup was kind of like a dream setup.
The whole thing I kept thinking the whole time was you could use this for so many things besides just cooking. I was thinking artists, I was thinking craftspeople. I was thinking you see a lot of creators who do like the Procreate app on their iPad or that are like building things. And I just kept thinking how this is so accessible for all of those types of creators. Yeah, so it passed the test big time.
We go live on our platform, Podcast Your Way, every Wednesday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Come and join me. We'll have a lot of fun. We have a lot of videos covering live streaming. Make sure that you check those, and I will see you next week. And I have food in my mouth.